Okay, behind me is the new Mercedes-Benz Actros truck, brought in by Seng Trucks Distribution Sri Lanka. This is a distributor, official distributor of Daimler Trucks here in Malaysia, and this is the 2020 Actros series, Malaysian spec of course. So it can basically run our Euro 3 diesel, and it's compatible with the B20 grade of biodiesel. So okay, assembled in Mercedes-Benz Pekan plant in Pahang. So it's basically up to Mercedes-Benz level of standard and quality. This uses the new OM460 6-cylinder turbo diesel engine. It has about 350 kilowatts of power and up to 2,300 Newton meters of torque. Important thing, So extensive test program, the usual, It's a truck made by Mercedes-Benz. 60 million test kilometers done. It also comes with a new Powershift 3 automated manual transmission gearbox, which has up to 4 different modes. You will see in the video and all, as I've shown. I've basically divided the video presentation by the people at Seng Trucks. So they're presenting first on the walkaround of the truck itself, and then also on the powertrain and all. So basically there are 3 different main variants of this new Actros truck, and they are the 4x2, 6x2, and which you see behind me is the white one is the 4x2. This one is a 6x2, and then there's also a 6x4 variant. So 4-wheel drive for the rear axles and all, for the twin axles at the rear. So everything is new. The new truck, as you can see in the videos after this, following this introduction, it's going to have a raised cabin. You can actually stand inside it. There's also a nice bunk inside it. Very nice prime mover, very nice heavy duty truck, very nice truck if you spec it out. The main question is, will you spec it up? So enjoy the presentation done by the folks at Seng Trucks.
Okay, so what you guys see here is that we have 3 different vehicles. All of these 3 have different configurations. So this particular one is a 4x2, and the model name is 2040. It's a 20-tonner, 400 horsepower. This particular one, the red one, very special one, is a 2645. 26-tonner, 450 horsepower. It's a 6x2. That one is a 6x4. 3345. 33-tonner, 450 horsepower. Okay, so let us just do a walk around on these particular units, because this is one of our flagship units. So the first few things I'll talk about at the front of the vehicles is that the star, the biggest star that you will ever see fitted on the vehicles. Now it comes with illuminated stars. So you can see, okay, of course during the daytime it's not very bright, but if you come closer and look at the side, it's actually illuminated from the back. So during the night time it's going to be very prominent, but daytime not so loud.
Oh yeah.
Because here is
you have an accident, it's even more expensive to replace.
unfortunately, yes. Okay, so the next thing is, let's talk about the safety features. I think I've shared some of the state-of-the-art safety features. Of course, the active brake assist 5. So for the active brake assist 5 to work, basically it needs 2 sensors. The first one is going to be the camera sensors. So camera is located here, and the second one is the radar sensor. It's over here. So with the fusion of these 2, that's how the active brake assist 5 works. But for these particular units, we also fitted with additional safety features as well, such as a lane keeping assist. Okay, and the second one is going to be the proximity control, also known as these adaptive cruise controls. So basically, we have fitted quite a numbers of safety features on these particular units. So beside this one, talking about the cost. Okay, for the new vehicles, it's fitted with a 3-piece bumpers. Rather than the usual one, it's going to be a single-piece bumper. So the good thing is that, let's say, one part of it is damaged, you're already required to replace this particular piece on it, rather than replacing the whole thing. So that's going to be cost saving for the customers. Okay, and then beside this one, the new vehicles also fitted with a daytime running lamp, LED daytime running lamp. These 4 dots as a standard across all models. Okay, so over here, the first thing is that the corner panels So of course the corner panel is actually to improve the aerodynamic of the vehicles. But not just this one, the new vehicles also fitted with the door extensions, this particular piece. So if you notice, if you compare to the usual, those vehicles that are on the road, you will find that the door is usually it's only until this level. Is only for us, we actually put in these additional pieces to reduce the air drag that created at the steps, improving the aerodynamics of the vehicles. So these is also available on selected models as well. And the next thing is that the storage compartments that I mentioned just now, so there's actually a lever here that you can actually press, and this is how you're able to access the storage, one of the storage compartments. So the storage compartment is pretty huge. You can also access from the inside underneath the bed as well.
That is an option, the door.
Yes, but it's available standard on a selected model. A certain model, these will become as a standard. So because we have more than 10 variants, so some of the variants, these will be as a standard, some of them are not. So really depending on the equipment levels. Okay, so the advantage of this is that let's say when the drivers, when they're carrying heavy stuff, they don't need to just basically need to climb in from here, they can just throw the thing inside here and then they pick it up from the inside. You can actually access from the underneath the bed.
They still got to open the door to reach a lever inside, right?
No, the lever is just here.
Oh, okay, yeah, still got to open the main door.
Yeah. This is a 480 liters fuel tanks. So compared to the current generation, it's 400. So basically, there's an increase of 80 liters. So of course, also depending on the variant, some of the variants you might have a more bigger fuel tank. Some of them will have a smaller fuel tanks. It really depending on the variants. And optionally available also, you can also opt for a 2 fuel tank as well. One on the left hand side, one more on the right hand side, depending on the customer's operations. Okay. So 3-piece mudguard. So again, 3-piece, just like the bumper that I just shared, rather than just give you a one single piece mudguard, we provide a 3-piece mudguard. Which part is damaged, you just need to replace that particular part only. Again, cost saving for the customers. Regardless of whether it's turn signals, brake, reverse, everything is LED, full LED. But of course, you can see if you compare it against the 2 other vehicles, you will see a different designs. But rest assured is that when we deliver the final vehicles to the customers, all will be fitted with these new LED tail lamps.
How much is one tail lamp? About?
It's about 2,000, I think. Practically, it's lifetime. I mean, the bulb will last for lifetime. Compared to the previous generation, which we use bulb, you will need to replace after a certain period of time.
So 2,000 for a lamp?
About there, I think. I might be wrong. Because I'm not too sure about the part price.
It's a lot of money, eh?
Okay.
If it lasts for about 20 years, then okay.
Yeah.
A life cycle of the,
Amortized to 10 years lah.
yeah, life cycle of the vehicle's truck usually easily 10 years. Easily.
Malaysia about 35.
Even 9-11 is still running.
You're right.
Okay. The fifth view. So now also something new is that this bracket now comes with 3 drills holes. So now the customer can actually easily adjust the distance of the fifth view easily.
So before we had.
Before we don't have it. The new one now comes standard. All vehicles, all variants will come standard with all these 3 drills holes.
But your competitors already had it sometime.
Yeah, true. So now some certain things that we are playing some catch up, but certain things I think now we are even better than them. Okay. Okay. So come over here. Then another thing is that again the storage. So we actually have one on the left hand side, one on the right hand side. Okay. So before we hop inside, the key I think I've showed you guys is how basically is a Mercedes-Benz.
The A-Class same key.
Not just A-Class, I think now the C-Class, E-Class, all are using the same key fob. So basically,
So it has a key reader in it?
yes, immobilizers.
No, key reader means you can check your engine diagnostic, everything, your travel time, just like with a normal car one.
No, for this particular no. Okay, so before we hop into these new vehicles, there's one more thing I want to talk about is that I'm not sure whether you guys have a chance to check out the current generations. The new one, the first thing you will notice is that the height of this floor. So the old one I think is about 1 feet lower. The new one now is 1 feet higher compared to the current generation. So the advantage here is that the seating position. Now you sit significantly higher. You can see far. You can have better view of the road conditions, which means you you can also react faster on the road. When you're pulling a 50-60 ton, to brake it, the emergency brake, it will take a very long distance to brake. So it's better that you have a clear view of the road condition, you can react faster. So I myself, I've personally driven more than 1,000 kilometers on these particular vehicles. So the experience is really different compared to the current one. Even when you compare to the competitors, it's completely different. All because of the height of this cabin.
This one has the multimedia cockpit.
Correct.
The other two has the normal classic,
Classic cockpit.
analog star cluster.
Yes. Conventional one.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe I yeah, you can sit here.
Sit. We need somebody to. Oh yes.
Okay.
Not because of my son, huh?
No,
I know.
Okay.
I saw him press.
Play with the screen as well. It's just like sort of like MBUX, but it's not really MBUX.
No, hey Mercedes.
Hey, Mercedes. Oh no. Okay.
Right.
This allowed me to walk you guys through the new keyless. You have the keyless start-stop button over here. So you can see even the design is borrowed from the passenger cars. The new electric parking brake. And of course, the new multimedia cockpits. Two display, high resolution display. The left-hand side one, you can control using the button on the left-hand side of the steering. The right-hand side, of course, you can control using the button on the right-hand side of the steering. It also supports touch as well. So you can access actually a lot of things. The climate controls. You can have the vehicle informations. These are all the assistance systems. All the vehicle information. Sorry, I can't see. Okay, all the vehicle informations, axles, maintenance. Is there any events, any fault codes or not? Lighting, exterior lighting, interior lighting. You can control from here. You want to turn it off. It's off. You want to turn on. Of course, you have some quick access button as well, but unfortunately the navigation is not available. But the good news is that because it supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, Waze, Google Map, you can show it on the display. Okay, the new multifunctions levers over here. So
That's
this is where you change the
transmission controller. the
transmission
gear.
control. D, R, reverse. Has a pedal shifter as well. You pull, upshift, downshift, push it away, downshift. Change the driving mode. Press this button. You press one time, you basically a cycle between standards, economy, power mode, four modes, manual as well. Okay. Of course, the first you guys have noticed it just now. How spacious is the cabin. You have a lot of storage compartment, overhead storage compartment. You have the roof hatch as well. Roof hatch is over there. You can also shut the roof hatch with the button, electric roof hatch. For ventilations.
Okay.
So let's open it.
Where can cooking? Because I saw a lot
Yeah, some
a lot driver
The 24
lorry
volt, 24 volt.
can do cooking inside.
Yeah,
the
can do
truck.
cooking. Actually, we also have an optional. It's a fridge under there. But for Malaysians, we don't have it. But there's options. If the customer wants it, you can actually put a fridge down there.
Okay.
You pull it out. It's actually in the form of drawer. So you also have all-round curtain. A curtain that you can shut off the whole thing, so the driver can have a good.
There's no like moonroof option. It's just solid.
Yeah.
Because some of your competitors, they have the moonroof style. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. We do have, but it's optional.
Option.
It's optional.
And one more, is it we can install the aircon inside here? Because some we can.
The one that they use the, it's like pre-cool or cabin cooler.
Okay. Again, this is optional, but we do actually good question. I think we did a study on these things, but we realized that actually those kind of coolers, it doesn't last long. It's only one couple of hours only.
Yeah, about depends on the battery charge
Yes,
but
exactly.
maybe 5-6 hours
Yeah. And then you actually cause more harm than benefit, because you always do a deep discharge on the battery. Deep discharge.
Unless it's one of those high cycle like the ones that you use for sound system and all
Yeah, but you would then.
But then the battery is expensive lah.
Exactly.
Depends on whether the transporter wants additional cost lah.
Exactly. So bed wise is a new. What you can see here. This is the new luxury bed. Okay, the thickness is 110 mm. So at the back there, you can also have an adjustable backrest. So Kenny, I'm not sure you can see there's a strap there.
Strap here.
Yes, if you
Oh,
at the
okay.
middle there, then you can pull it.
Here.
Mhm.
I'm not sure you can see there's a strap, black color strap.
Wow,
Oh.
this is cool.
So there's also all the lighting control just at the panel, the black color one. So the driver can just lie on the bed, relax.
What is this?
This is when you lift up the bed, it's actually the hook to secure the bed.
Oh, lift up the bed.
No, okay, let's say you just pull the strap again. Let me show you how it works.
Oh, you put the strap and hook that so that it doesn't like
Secure, yes.
secure the thing, like, because sometimes the ratchet might snap or whatever, right? Or like let go. So you can just hook the thing there.
Yeah. So you can also access all the storage compartment underneath the bed as well.
Like that. Oh.
Okay, and then this strap can actually secure.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Oh, I put toilet here nice.
Oh, sorry. Ah, put toilet there.
No, you go out, man.
When was this Actros design in? When was it? When did Mercedes-Benz first introduce the double screen layout?
2019, end of 2019.
Okay,
That's why
so they have not integrated like the cars one yet, like the single, like it doesn't look like
not
the
yet.
integrated
Maybe
piece,
soon.
because this is like the previous generation of
But it's something very new, at least in the transportation industry, the sectors.
yeah,
So you can see we really borrow a lot of technologies from the passenger cars.
upside down for once, because if not, usually the other way around. You see, talk about aerodynamics and all, you have that door panel and all, right? Do you have the rear panel? You know the aerodynamic side, the additional to cover the container?
Yes, we do.
Oh, you have?
We have as well.
Okay, that one is another option.
Options. It's all
Because
options.
if not, sorry, if not, it has like you'll cover a bit of the
You have the airfoil on top and then the side panel
the
as
side
well.
panels that extend the cabin
Yes.
layout and all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
we have that as well, optional.
Okay.
There's a lot of flexibility or customizations that is available, depending on the customers. Whether they need it or not, whether is it affordable for them or not. So it really.
In terms of sitting position, I noticed that the driver and passenger chairs are all pushed to the side. Is it the same as the previous Actros, or is it?
It's the same.
That means it's always to the side and all.
Yep.
No more. Some of them, some
Is it?
some manufacturers more inside. This is that it's like right beside. You can actually have a look
Oh no.
better lah.
No. It's the same even for the previous generation.
Oh, so it's always to the sides and all
Yeah.
lah. So
But
actually, it does help visibility.
Yep. So it's a very, there's a lot of adjustment here. So I think the first is, of course, once you sit inside, there's a button here with a press. Then you can see that the air start filling up the seats. To control the steering wheel, there's a press of a button.
Oh,
You
okay.
can control very wide adjustment. So when you want to exit the vehicle, press the button. And then one more button here, then you can exit the vehicle easily. So you can see that we can have all these easy access and exit as well for the drivers.
So the only latest difference between the previous, is it the new generation or they call it a full
This is the
facelift, a new generation?
new
right?
generation.
So this new generation, it's basically 1 foot taller.
Yes, 1 feet, about 170 mm more.
So that is the biggest difference in terms of overall cabin design.
Overall
lah.
cabin.
Alright. So
What you will notice also is that these are we so-called engine tunnel. In the previous generations, the height of the engine tunnel is about 300 mm.
so now it's flatter.
Flatter, 170.
Because you managed to raise the cabin
Cabin
higher,
up.
what?
Yeah.
So it's not that much of a
Yes.
this one lah.
So you sit higher, you can see far
More
away.
visibility lah.
Yes,
In terms of sitting position, everything else is the same.
more or less the same.
More or less the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
But for this particular seat, for this one, there's also a lumbar support as well. Here,
Okay, that's good.
the lumbar support.
So this is basically full option lah. This red truck that we're in, this 6x2, right?
6x2.
Is full option.
Yes, one of our flagship.
Yeah. How much is it? You're talking about full options compared, say, against a empty one that you think.
For the standard one, it's about 460, I think.
So this will be what?
This is just a retail
Yes,
selling price.
retail selling price
Yes.
before any.
Before any discounts.
This is 460 or without option?
460 is without options.
Okay, so with options like this, are we looking at 50,000 more or 100,000 more?
No. We are looking at maybe 10, 15 more.
Okay, okay.
Anything
But this is without cabin cooler,
No, without.
without say aerofoils or
Yeah.
whatever lah.
So those are optional as well. But the good thing is for us is that you can see that we always, for Mercedes, we always offer the high roof cabin.
Mhm.
If you notice, so compared to the
Yeah,
competitors, they always offer a low roof cabin, which first you will compromise on the space.
Yeah.
Lower, you can't stand up.
Mhm.
The second good thing is that
So gun can stand.
Ya, dah rival ke depan
yeah,
ni.
you
Okay,
can also eliminate the needs of airfoil,
Okay, okay.
right?
Alright, let's go out.
Yeah,
Because
let's go.
our friend is burning up also.
Oh,
I'm
parah.
burning up also. Speaking about the cabin,
Yep. So,
can one person open the
can.
lift?
It's a good exercise. It will take you about a couple of minutes.
Because I know some of them have this, they have the easy lift or whatever. They
Yes,
call it lah.
yes.
So
We have
depends.
that. We have that option as well.
So somebody can just open it up when they want.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry, to answer you, you can see different pattern of tires. Because for this particular one, it's a 6x4. Both the axle and the back are driven tires, driven axles. So that's why we fitted with such kind of tires. This is for better tractions. For this one, you can see it's only the first one, because that one is a driven axles.
Question. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to continue with the success story of Actros 5. So I would like to start with the, maybe we can come a bit closer. I would like to start with the heart of the engine, the heart of the vehicle. Is a new engine, 460 engine. Yeah. So if you cannot see, I can make it turn to see you very clearly. Yeah. So 460 engine, 12.8 liters. Compared to 11.9 liters previous model, which is Actros 3. Yeah, it's a inline 6 engine, individual cylinder head. Yeah, 6 individual cylinder head. It's overhead valve train. Yeah, the system, the fuel system still they are using the pump line nozzle, same with the previous model. It's a biodiesel compatible. Yeah, Euro 3 engine. Okay. We are offering from 360 horsepower up to 480 horsepower. Okay, what is the main highlight for this engine? As briefed by product team, YT mentioned that basically this engine is produced more torque. I mean 2,200 Newton meter at 1,000 RPM. So for those who are not familiar, so compared to the previous model, it's only 2,000 Newton meter at 1,000 RPM. Yeah, and then this engine, the torque can be broader 90% up to 1,500 RPM. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Besides that, we, as mentioned, we also have the viscosity. Basically, we don't have a fan here. Yeah. We have viscosity fan. It's a new viscosity fan which is electronic control. Yeah. Meaning to say, it's a normal engine. When the vehicle is turning, the fan also is turning, but this is not. So when the vehicle is turning, the fan also is turning, but they're not turning the same speed with the engine. Besides that, maybe some of you can come and have a look. We have a double piston air compressor. Compared to the previous model, it's only one cylinder head. So meaning to say, when we have two double piston, for driver every morning to start the journey to filling the air system in the vehicle, it will be faster, much more faster. Yeah. Okay. This is a 39 liter engine. 39 liter engine. Yeah, we are using fully synthetic oil. The weight of the vehicle is about one ton, more or less about 1 ton. Okay. The service interval up to 55,000 kilometers. But for Actros 5, is equipped with the intelligent maintenance system, exactly like passenger car. Meaning to say, the intelligent maintenance system will calculate the sulphur content, the cold start cranking, your idling, your RPM, in order to determine what will be your service interval. Yeah? So 55,000 or kilometer or 1 year, whichever comes first. For Actros 5, also equipped with the latest technology MB transmission that we call it Powershift 3. So the predecessor model is Actros 1 is a Actros 3 in the Powershift 1. So this is a new transmission that offering 4 types of driving mode. Yeah. Previous model is only 3 types, meaning to say for this model, maybe later you can enjoy the video that we have behind. So we have we have manual mode, we have economy mode, we have a standard mode, and we have a power mode. Yeah, compared to the previous model, standard mode, power mode, and also manual mode. Yeah. So what's so special about this transmission? So maybe you can have a look. I can explain to you a bit better. Alright. So this is a new shifting mechanism. Yeah. So previously we have a few parts around here that are responsible for valve, group, so range group and all this. So with this, we call it transmission positioner. Basically, this is a new shifting mechanism system. It's combination with the multi-function lever. So maybe you can have a look. So you just D is easier. Yeah, very convenient, very comfort. R. So you want to select M. There will be a manual appear in instrument. So we have auto, and then this is a upshift, and this is downshift. So maybe you can have a look. Yeah. All right. Okay. So with this combinations of transmission positioner and also multi-function lever, that the gear shift response is very fast. It's about 30% compared to the previous model, and also will better fuel consumption. Improve better fuel consumption. Then with this transmission positioner is equipped with the inclination sensor, which is they will decide precise gear shift during uphill and downhill. So this is basically a safety reason.
This is full torque converter base or
Oh, this is okay.
automated AMT?
Okay, this vehicle basically is a commercial vehicle. They are not using torque converter, which is fully. This is a wet clutch. This is a mechanical transmission. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
manual transmission.
yeah, exactly. So not only that, this transmission features is also helps driver whenever they're engaging the exhaust brake and also the engine brake. So whenever they're engaging in exhaust brake and engine brake, for example, we have two steps here. Yeah. So first step will be engine brake. Second step will be exhaust brake. So with the new features of this transmission, when you engage the first step, so the the transmission will drop, will downshift, depending on the vehicle speed and load. It's automatically compared to the previous model. So this has helped the customer to reduce wear and tear cost in combination with the multifunction lever and also the transmission positioner. Yeah. Is there any question?
So the fuel savings for
Okay.
both combination of engine and gearbox?
Exactly. So this is a good question. With the combination optimized drivetrain between the 460 engine and the Powershift transmission tree, so basically will improve 30% gear shifting compared to previous model. So by having axle, transmission, engine, so the fuel consumption will save up to 4%. Yeah. Okay.
How much power loss did Mercedes-Benz lose after from Euro 6 to Euro 3? I mean, basically we are always a step behind in terms of power output, performance and all because of our lower quality fuel. How much did we actually lose in terms of torque and horsepower?
Okay. To answer you this, okay, I try my best to answer you this question. Okay, for Euro 5, Euro 6, it's definitely have different engine. So for Malaysia market in Euro 3, it's compatible to use the Powershift 3 with a 460 engine. Compared to in Europe, we are using 471, 472. So basically, when you asking us about the horsepower, I think horsepower is ranging. We have 360 horsepower up to 480 horsepower. Of course, now in Europe it's Euro 6, so the emission control is much better. Yeah, but in terms of power, I think not much different. It depends on horsepower that depend on certain market. But of course, the Euro 6 that you have a different engine, which is commonrail injection. Yeah.
This is not common.
This is pump line nozzle injection.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
it's not
commonrail.
it's not commonrail. For the model we have from 360, we have 480 horsepower. It's only basically which is cater if the customer's needs. But of course, the efficiency compared to pipeline nozzle with the commonrail is different. Efficiency is different. Okay, very good question, Mr. You are Mr.
Rikwal.
Rikwal. Okay. Fine.
Well, diesel compatible is up to B what?
Okay, diesel compatible up to B20. Above than that, we will communicate because we are in line with the government regulation up to B20, which is hopefully will be June next year. But we are compatible. There is no adaptation kit. Yeah. So, but service interval will be reduced. Yeah. So I can move to the parts. Okay, this is the new part. What we have here is basically the new part. So this is the new part. I think a bit technical. Previously, we have a clutch booster. Now it's located at the right at the shafts there. Now we call it clutch central bearing. It's a self-adjustment. It's an improved part basically. So this is our tail lamp. And then what we are proud about the new transmission also is come with the double thickness of the clutch. So this is the last. This is Actros 3 clutch, and this is Actros 5 clutch. So the thickness basically is double. So what is the benefit of it? I mean the total cost of ownership for customer is much better.
What about pricing then? Double.
That's the question. The price, I would say,
double thickness, double pricing.
or double thickness, not double price. It's reasonable. Yeah, it's reasonable. So it's almost about 10%. So yeah. So the last, I think for Actros is about 1.7 something thickness. For the Actros 5, 3.6 mm thickness. As I said, the price really attractive. Yeah. So we are coming with a single clutch and double clutch. Okay. I move to the EAPU, Electronic Air Processing Units. It's a combination. Previously we got 2-3 parts. Now we combine into one. So basically this is diagnosable. As what mentioned by our product team, we have features, we have full function. When you engage gear, then you don't need necessary for you to release parking brake. So you just press the accelerator pedal. So this is a function. I mean this is a parts that helping this function, because he's the one to stop the air by having all the diagnosis by using a 10 input. Yeah? So we have a new key, like a passenger car. Exactly is what shown by our product team. So we have global mode and we have selective mode. It's either you want to lock one door or you can unlock both doors. Yeah. Okay. So this is our new air filter. Yeah. It's a new air filter. It's a more wider. As I said, even more wider, but the price is not wider. The price is lower than the previous model. I think this is all the improved part that's right here.
So do subscribe to Motoring Malaysia for more updates like this, and give us a like or a dislike if you want to. Alright, see you.